Welcome to Overflow Mindset Group. The Overflow Mindset Group is a group that is just looking at life from a different angle and just looking for the things that are overflowing in your life. Looking at all the different aspects of your life where you find overflow, where things are coming to you, things are just a blessing to you. So as we look at like things like your family, you have an overflow of family, you have an overflow of experiences and knowledge and skills. You have an overflow of fun and education, you overflow of memories and talent and love and praise and compliments, an overflow of caring, overflow of energy, happiness, technology, overflow of opportunity, overflow of travel and vacations and freedom. You have overflow of meaningful relationships, friendships, laughter, faith, blessings, motivation, overflow of hope, an overflow of healing, physical and mental, an overflow of emotional support, overflow of possessions, overflow of clothes, shoes and accessories. You have an overflow of transportation. It doesn't have to be a car, but just overflow of transportation. You have overflow of living spaces. It doesn't have to be a house, doesn't have to be your house. It's just an overflow of living spaces. You have an overflow of assets. You have an overflow of money and currency. You have an overflow of time. These are just a few things that you might have overflow either currently or you're going to have overflow in the future. But in order to have overflow, you have to be in a position to receive from others. Receive from others and sources that are bigger than you. So what we're going to be talking about with this channel, with some of the things we're going to look at, is different ways to use the overflow of knowledge and skills and talents that you have in order to find ways to create other overflow in other areas. So maybe you want an overflow of time. So we're going to use your skills to figure out how can you improve on the amount of time that you have. If you need an overflow of money or currency, how can you do things that will improve that based on the knowledge of being in proximity to people who maybe have information that you can use? I kind of use the analogy of like a pilot fish. And these are the fish that swim around with sharks. So they help the shark, removing different parasites and things from the shark. But one of the things that they receive in exchange really is that they, one, get protection from the shark, because not many fish want to mess with a shark, and also they get to eat whatever overflow the shark has. So if the shark is eating something, there's going to be an overflow of food and abundance that they're going to get to experience. So all they just do is follow the sharks around. We're going to do some of those we use the same concepts as humans. We maybe get next to somebody who's into real estate. You get next to somebody who's into investing. Get next to somebody who's into having a YouTube channel. It could be anything. You get next to someone who is good at a particular sport, and you start to get the overflow of information and knowledge, from that individual. Maybe they're a coach. Maybe they're just some leader or someone with a lot of knowledge, a teacher, or maybe they're your parents or your brothers and sisters or someone in the community that you look up to, but you try to get in proximity of these folks so that you could experience the overflow of what they're doing. This could happen in any setting, anywhere where you experience an overflow. But one of the main focuses of what we're going to go through now is really the different markets that there are and opportunities for overflow that might exist within the different markets as we examine price targets for different assets that are on the different markets. So we'll be looking at the crypto market, we'll be looking at the stock market, and we will look at the futures market. So as we look at all of these, you'll see some similar concepts in the way that we interpret the market. So what I want to do is just make it simple for everybody to understand these different concepts. And as we explore other areas of overflow, we also want to make it simple.